Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. Let's do a little sound check before we get started.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Bet you didn't think I was coming back, huh? I went back over to Skipper Stream to grab this Go With The Flow channel. I only got a chance to see one short video, and already I love it. And what Skipper and them guys were talking about was amazing. So I put his link in there. Go With The Flow. If you guys aren't subscribed, check him out. Check him out. How is everybody today? Well, right as I was going live, I get a text message that they will be doing the spring flushing starting April 15th for the whole week. I didn't do my water changes today because I was doing my taxes. And now I would say 80% of my tanks need a water change. I'm going to have to tonight top off and forego a water change. And because I don't know if I will have time unless I pull an all-nighter, which was so 30 years ago. Bob Kaler, first in. I love when they do those spring cleanings, right? Cleaning out our, flushing our system. Hello, new local Austin. I like bread and butter. I like crackers and jam. Now I got another song in my head. Hey, Chew. Red Laser's in the house. AV Soundcheck, good. Thank you. I tried to get on there and fixed the microphone. Hello, Vincent. Shady Grady in the house. Hey, guys. Linda Worth. Hello, hello. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. I really like that. Too Cooley for Schooly says hello. And then I posted that link, so check them out. It might not actually work. I tried real hard to do it real fast during my intro, but I don't know. Fish Hippie 39. Is that like love potion number 9? Boom. Shady Grady, Fishy Hippie. I love how everybody's saying how. Hello, Dennis. How are you? Yes. I think we are all good. Oh my gosh. So I have 2 beautiful days coming up. And of course today was one of them, but I chose to try to file my taxes. It was a fail, an absolute fail. Just when I think it can't get any worse. Now let me tell you, my life is like beyond my wildest dreams. My family, my friends, amazeballs, like they're just great. Financially, it sucks. It sucks the life out of me. And I must have done something wrong because there's no taxes come out of my Social Security. And now, not only can I not pay the electric bill, I cannot pay the government. I just filed an extension and said I'll deal with it later. I'm in too good of a mood to deal with the government BS. Oh, this is how we do it. Something's got to give. Something's got to give, and I tell you what, it's not going to be me. Hello, Paul. Howdy. So anyway, Stayed inside today, but tomorrow, because I do online school with my granddaughter, so we're going to be doing it outside, because I'm going to start by cleaning out the ponds. Starting with the small one out front. Yertle the turtle is a red air slider about this big I adopted a couple years ago. Is out and basking and ready for food, and I just want to make sure he's got a really nice enclosure going on there. So he has a 10-foot by 10-foot enclosure. Probably more like 15-foot by 10-foot enclosure. But the pond itself is only a couple hundred gallons. And it's land because he is a basker. He loves to bask. He loves to forage for his food. He grabs his food and goes back underwater. He's adorable. I got him from a friend at the Bucks County Aquarium, from the Bucks County Aquarium Society, and he came with a 100-gallon tub, which I use for a summer tubbing. Had me a blast. And a nice metal mesh dome on top that was cut out just enough for a hang on the back, and that's how he lived, and he was fine. So this is a bit of an upgrade for him, even though that was several years ago. I would love to give him something bigger because he's a big girl. I keep saying he. Susan, you didn't pay your preacher? Nope. Oh, I did pay the preacher. I took care of myself that way. Oh yeah, baby. Did not pay the corrupt government. No. But you know how they work. The link works. Oh, thank you for checking that out, Bob. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Daniel, hello. You can set up payment plan with the IRS. Well, that's just what I'm going to do. Hey, Whips World, let's get tanked. Right up after me, we do have a Tennessee Fish... Oh, I'm wearing Rico. I thought I was wearing Tennessee Fish Mafia. We have a Tennessee Fish Mafia with a special guest tonight, so stay tuned for that. 3G, driving and lurking. As long as you're not driving and texting, you're doing good. Good. Michael Tutman. Tragedy struck. Oh no! I lost my 3 Panda Fancy goldfish to bad weather. Oh, bad well water. I would probably do the same thing and take my well water for granted. I have no doubt about it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I would have done the same thing. I would have trusted my well water. Even though from upstate, I know there's like geodiasis, like critters and stuff that live in your well water. It's still so much better than my municipality water. But I'm so sorry about your goldfish. Oh, how old were they? Because they live quite old. That is tragedy. That is. Fish Fam Link is in the house. Oh yeah, Vinta, everyone is saying that's so sad. The corrupt church, you got that covered. I got my corrupt church covered, yes. Yes, I do. The one that took some books out, replaced it with some other language, just to keep us down a little bit. Yeah, that's the church. I'm going to go to hell, aren't I? I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody anymore. Everything's upside down. Oh my gosh. The preacher was asking a question about why do you come to church? And I said, well, my choices are living out in Babylon or coming to church. And then I realized, Susan, shut your mouth. So I shut it. I should have been. They were baby. Oh, they're only 8 months old too, man. That sucks. Me too. I never checked my well water, right? So that's one more thing to worry about. Well, you don't have to worry about it. Just check it. Do you have a kit? First of all, I love pulling out those test tubes. I don't care what anyone says. I feel like, I don't know, like a mad scientist. Because, you know, I have so many tanks. And I'll start with this one. What are you doing over there? What is that floating? Oh, it's a plastic plant. I got scared. I thought it was my starry, starry night. Paint your palette blue and gray. Oh. Let's hope there are levels in hell. Oh, yeah, right? Hello, Jenny Lynn. Feeding and lurking. Feeding your critters? Y'all Meet all your friends in hell. That's right. That's right. I Now, I don't have too many friends that I can think that are going to go to hell. I mean, we joke. Well, actually, I do. I do have a few that I think don't have any desire to go to heaven nor believe in it. So I guess they go wherever they go. I don't know. I don't know. But when in doubt, yeah, the pH ones, but within oh no, velvet. See, I've only had salt water get velvet. Oh my gosh. And I couldn't get rid of the velvet when I had velvet in my saltwater tank. I couldn't get rid of it, but at least it was in the early stages of my saltwater history, and it was before I had a saltwater quarantine tank because I thought, wow, I can't do that. Like, that's just too much. And I brought in some sick fish that were imported over right from Hawaii, if that tells you how long ago that was. And yeah, the whole tank came down with velvet, and no matter what I did, I could not fix it, cure it, clean it. So what I did was nuke the whole tank and start all over again. And then for the next 3 or 4 years, I had an amazing tank until the next catastrophe happened. Anasteo Valley Cichlids, where have you been? Hello, hello. What? It's so nice to have you back where you belong. Yes, ma'am. Just home from work, so the babies are hungry. I bet they are. I just put my puppies in their crate for bed, and they're so confused because they just ate dinner. But John's not home, and I cannot leave them upstairs unattended. Because for one, they're Labradors, a year and a half each. And they're both very good bird dogs. And I have Sophie. So Sophie can only be out when they're in the crate. When she's in their crate, then they can be out upstairs. But I don't ever leave them unattended. They're still crazy. Susie, I almost never test my water because my eyeballs ride the struggle bus. Ooh. When it comes to being able to tell the difference between most of the colors. Oh, you colorblind? Dude, that sucks. I couldn't get the temp up over 75 either. Wow. Well, aren't the goldfish liking that? I would think the goldfish, well, if they're not used to that, they might not like it. But my goldfish are at 72 degrees. My black moors, baby. 72 degrees. Dragon lair. But he's like 6 years old. And he is still a little bit black, but he went through a huge transition there. When y'all gonna figure out hell doesn't exist? The Catholic Church made it up. Well, I'm not Catholic, so I don't know about all that. Early days to scare people into... See? I don't know about all that. I believe there's hell on earth right here. Yeah. And... Yeah, I think it does say in the Bible that I read that the devil has reign over this earth, which would be hell on earth. Hence the Babylon. Babylon. Yeah, I believe that. I've heard some stuff about the Catholic Church. I'm not Catholic, so I don't know too much, so I can't say anything about it. Oh, Susie, you have a beautiful... No, I really don't. And guess what? I don't care. When these songs come to me, it's coming from my heart. They just come out. And I used to try to stifle them because people would look at me funny, whether I was at work or wherever. But you know what? I bust out in song. So what, right? Mac, MNC, what's happening? Who's MNC? Who'd I miss? MNC. Who are you calling MNC? I went back a little bit. I couldn't figure it out. Oh. I do like to sing. And I did go to church today, and that felt good. And getting my granddaughter in with a group of kids was good. Because, she's online schooled in a charter school. So I'm trying to find her a secure community. There's nothing secure, but you know what I mean. I want her to be with people her own age, her own size, her own, And it might not be this church. We're church hopping. But right now, my daughter agreed that we would only go Episcopalian church hopping for now. Well, this sucks. We were supposed to be going to the comedy club tonight. That sounds awesome. To see Doug Nealon, but they canceled. Oh no, did you go all the way out there? Oh, Nathan, that sucks. Bob says, my roommate posted an article on the fridge in 1981 New York City about hellhole apartments. It's real, right? Yeah, there's certain cities. Let me tell you, you go look at some of these strung out people from, I don't even know what they're strung out from. They look like they're living in hell. Like, OMG. Big Easy. It's not easy being Big Easy. How are you, my friend? The devil is an archangel who is very naughty. Exactly. He gets to go through all dimensions, both heaven and hell. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Mark. What's up? Mark. So, yes. So, doing taxes all day, did not get outside. But I have a plan of action, and I think I have a good plan of action. Start with the front. Start with Yodel, like I was. He's one of my big red air sliders. And Wilbur and Gina are out basking. That's my yellow belly and red air slider that I moved to the pond right in very late fall. And I'm contemplating letting them live in the big pond. They're big turtles. They're this big. They should have a 2,000-gallon body of water and chasing goldfish and koi, right? And mosquito fish. And no, we was about to get ready when we went to print the tickets. We couldn't find them. That's why we called and learned. I'm so sorry. I know the excitement and the anticipation and then the letdown. Ooh, Susie Q, Friday, 23. Congratulations, sir. 23. This is a walking miracle right here. That's what I say. I say he's a walking miracle. Right, Mark? You are. Congratulations. Did you remember to hit the like? Thank you, Fish Fam Link. Wait, what? Guys, watch your ears if you got microphones on. I should say headphones. Thank you very much, Vincent. I got a $10 super chat from Vincent. Love you, Susie Q. Woo! Thank you. I so appreciate that. That's going to go towards my tax fund right now. After the tax fund. No, I'm going to try that payment plan thing and see what that goes. And I'll concentrate on my Pico bill. I think the devil could help with water changes, right? I don't know. I think that water would kind of evaporate. If Yodel is that big, Hugh, he is a she. Yeah, she's a she. I know she's a she. She was given to me. I just, for some reason, always call him, but she is a she. And she does not get along with Wilbur, who is a he. And it's not like he was trying to mate and she was not having any of it. So I keep those two separated. And the last thing, I don't want baby turtles. I am not breeding turtles unless it's the Reeves turtle. I will absolutely breed the Reeves turtle or my Central American beautiful wood turtles. I will breed them, but not sliders or anything. There's no need for that. I had a black Moor. He made it to 8 or 9 years. Nice. And he got the bloat. Oh no, back when I know you could use a series. I lost him in 2008 or 9. Oh. Then I got the albino rainbow peacock cichlids. Ooh, that sounds pretty. They're about 6 years. That sounds real pretty. Now, I think my black Moor was getting bloat or disoriented. I'm just assuming it's bloat. Was swimming upside down, like tail up, nose down. So I got some peas out. I rinse the salt off. They say you don't have to. I shell the peas, so take off that little skin, and I fed him that. And then I fed him nothing for 4 days, and I fed him that, and then fed him nothing. And he's kind of swimming level again, but I don't think he's cured. I just think it's at bay. Wasn't seeing chat, so hello again. Hello, Nathan. Aerosmith tickets went on sale for Pittsburgh, and the floor seats were $500. What? Front row is $1,200. I've seen them 5 times. Won't be a 6. Like, that's insanity. Oh my gosh. That I get it. The demand, people want to see him, why not charge the most, but Come on. You folks and your invisible people living in their invisible world, I sure hope you're right. It would be nice to see those I love. Exactly. That's what I'm counting on, Whip. And that actually does give me peace of mind. Not only my peoples, my animals that I've loved so dearly that moved on. Yeah, I do. And if that's only there in place, that whole concept is to give me peace of mind while I'm here, hell on earth, then so be it. But I absolutely believe I will see them all again. I do. I'm riding that same train now. The prices are crazy and I paid way too much. I couldn't even go grocery shopping. I was sickened by the price. Sickened by the prices. I'm like, I can't even put it into words. Depeche Mode was 2,000. I don't know who Depeche Mode is, but that's a lot of money. I saw Pink Floyd 72 for $10, right? But I see Eddie Money opened up for the Doobie Brothers. And when Hall & Oates were playing in Scranton, because I'm from that area, my girlfriends, we broke into the back door of the arena and got caught and got kicked out. So I never actually saw Hall & Oates, but we were supposed to. Oh, Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats has been lurking. Just finished cooking. I did not cook, but John's out of job. Patrick, that was 100 then, right? Vincent, we had tickets for Cleveland, behind the stage, 200 each. Then Tyler wrecked his vocal cords third show. Oh my God, that's so horrible. That is so horrible. Let me text John so he knows that dogs ate. Dogs ate, because they will sit there whining and crying and he will feed them again. Ate. They ate. I gotta communicate. Better. Boots and Cats. Ted Nugent, AC/DC, was $75. Alishan says $3.59 for 2 liters of carbonated water. That is beyond ridiculous. I know. Back in the 80s, back in the USSR. Yes, Alishan, I'm sickened by the prices. Like, no better time than to start fasting. But as you can see, I just keep growing. I can't stop. I also, if you guys don't know, I don't talk about it much, I have a slight eating disorder. And it is so out of control. But I think I'm going to get help for it. Because I can't even tie my own shoes. I have to wear slippers. That's bad. And it's stopping me from doing YouTube. You know, I do resin videos because you're just looking at my hands. But when I'm doing fish, you're seeing the whole thing. And it's not that anybody else cares. I care. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it is. Back in my day, I would get tickets for... So I'm thinking about fasting. Intermittent fasting. At the Capitol Theater in Port Chester, New York. Port Chester. Where's Port Chester? Is that upstate New York? Port Chester. Huh. Port Chester. I don't know where that is. But yes, I'm having a real hard time with some of these prices at the supermarket. It's crazy. I made a Amazon wish list from my daughters, and it's just basic stuff like if I'm buying the food, I still need tin foil and saran wrap and all these things. It's like, so I finally broke down and made a little wish list and made it public so they could see it. I'm like, there you go, girls. They're so sweet. I got coffee delivered one time. It was like, they really are so sweet. I just looked it up because I associate goldfish with koi, and koi live forever. Yeah, they can live up to 20 years. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing, is their lives get shortened either from water temperature, parameters, some of the morphs. It's like having those dogs that have the squished in face. They always have problems breathing. Well, when you morph something smaller, it's got to do something to the internal, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just guessing. I have seen 150 concerts. Oh my God, I named the 2 that I went to. I guess you don't get anxiety much. Holy cow, that's awesome. 1983 to present. According to the tickets I saved, it's outrageous what people pay for entertainment anymore, right? $1,200 would be a 240-gallon tank and have it delivered and set up. You're absolutely right. Acknowledging the problem and seeking help are huge steps in recovery process. Good for you. It is. It's so hard, though. Next to Greenwich, Connecticut. Ah, okay. Anything north of the Bronx is upstate. That's why I look. Anything like, the Oranges and the New Jersey, that area, that to me, whether it's all those 5 boroughs, that's all like New York City. Even though I know it's not New York City per se, but then everything up where it's like green grass and pastures and lakes and rivers and beautiful, and that's upstate. To me, that's upstate New York. All carp are indeterminate, meaning what, that they don't know how long they live or how big they get. I know I've seen some goldfish pretty dang big. I do local music. Oh, me too, where they charge $20, and the musicians, I have a lot of musical friends. I used to be in a band. Did you guys know that? I played keyboards in a band. I did. It was on my bucket list. And then after a year or so, and I played for about 15 years in basement band and weddings and anniversaries and things like that. But then I played in a real rock band, and we would go out and, get paid real money to play. And that lasted about a year, and it was no longer fun. It turned into like, I don't know how to explain it. It took all the fun out of the joy that I got out of playing piano. So then I was just a music teacher for 6-year-olds. 6-year-old little ones. Some koi live hundreds of years and are passed down for generations. Holy crap. Only whip. Koi can live way longer than 20. The record is 200. I worked at a local event center, so I sourced free tickets to a lot of concerts. I bet you did. I never paid to go to one. I can't justify the cost of tickets. Isn't that insane? Daniel says, I was lucky I used to bounce at a club in New York. There you go, L'Amours. I have seen hundreds of concerts for free. Lurking and feeding my face. Ooh, Larry, are you eating something spicy? Huh? Larry? My spicy man? Are you eating something spicy? I just like saying that. Ooh. Whip says, I saw an average 80 to 100 band musicians every year, mostly local, until COVID. Now it's no more than 15 to 20 shows, right? It ruined everything, and that was by design. Yuck. My brother plays out 3 or 4 nights a week. He hosts a open mic night as well. My daughter was engaged to, her name is Kara, and she does an open mic night and plays out 5 or 6 nights a week. Like, she's professional, but she has a day job as well. But amazing musicians. And I played at the open mic night a couple times. My daughter, the one who's singing my theme song, she plays drums. So she sat in as our drummer. My girlfriend sang. I played the keyboard. And we did 1960s and 70s rock. And, of course, because it was like soon-to-be daughter-in-law, she just let us go on and on forever. Even though there was a whole list of people that were ready to play, we took priority. It was so cool. So cool. But now I don't go into establishments like that unless I have friends with me that are sober friends, like-minded friends, that we go for a purpose to see and leave. John is not a fan. He's more of he likes to drink. He likes to drink beers and stuff like that. So I go with him once a year maybe, but it's not as fun for me. I mean, I like hanging out with John, duh. But that's not the environment I want to be in. And he only goes to bars where you smoke inside. Like, I'm thawing breaded fish and fries and French fries for a late supper. Is it late? I guess it is. I didn't eat yet either. Ooh, that sounds good. Of course it's spicy, he says. Of course. Nathan says, that's funny is they canceled the show, right? tried saying we don't get a refund. What you talking about, Willis? How'd that work out for you? Not good, that's how. Did you get your refund? How are they going to cancel and not give you a refund? Yes, koi have long lives. That's why I Googled it, because I wanted to see how long black Moors live. Right, now it's a modified, right? I did a video probably about 4 years ago on why some black Moors turn orange. And it was all on the scale and the skin, the layers of the coloring layers underneath the scales, and determining whether it was shiny or flat and matte. And the flat matte layer underneath is determinant, and if it's a shinier, then more than likely they will change to goldish. Melvin's in the house. I'm eating blackened salmon with lentils. Oh, that sounds amazing. The club was called Rock Club of Brooklyn. Woo! You bounced stage from Metallica, Striper, Queen's Shriek, I don't know that, Wasp, and that sounds like 80s stuff. Let me see. Yep, 80s stuff. I kind of blacked out during the 80s. Like, there was about a decade there that everything in my life was just fuzzy and jiggly. Yeah. And the 80s music got lost to me. It's a shame. And I am kind of stuck in the 70s. When I quit drinking, I couldn't stand to go back in the bars. The smell is disgusting, isn't it? Ugh. And I hate to be like all snobby like that, because I used to go in the dives. Like, that was my place, where the old men were sitting there all day. That was my home away from home. And they stank bad. Oh yeah, we did. We don't play that game around here. We don't play that game around here. I'm glad you got your money back. So how long are fancy goldfish? See, now that's different, Vincent, because the fancy goldfish have been modified for looks, not longevity. And I think, and I like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but that plays a huge part in it. Where my goldfish like it cold. I don't know if the fancier ones like it warm, but I know the modifications done for the outside, like I used to watch Jenny Goldfish. What was her name? Goldfish Jenny Goldfish. Her hair was half white and half black. She loved the goldfish, went to Japan and all over, like, doing research on it. And then she got off YouTube for a little bit because of life. And then when she came back, she was like, you know what? She's not interested in goldfish because of some of the modifications going on or something like that. And I remember thinking, wow, she loved them. That's like all she had. So I don't know, but yeah, Susie Q, I'm in the building. That's right, Melvin. You say it. You say it. You was in the building. I can't smell. Oh no, but I can definitely stink. And I love going to local pubs and taverns. Not too much though. The big bar scenes where all the fake people hang out. Yeah, not that. Pretend to be more than they are. Yeah. I like the ones that know that they're stuck on the bar stool and are never going to go anywhere. That's my kind of peeps. Oh, but I'm not bitter, right? Nah. I can't find the butterfly fancy goldfish. Any butterfly? Is that the Aranda? The butterfly, because that's the finnage, is a butterfly tail, right? I used to have goldfish in my 120. Always a pleasure, Melvin. Solid gold. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. What a great haul today. Larry D. Wait, what did Larry D get? What'd I miss? Larry, did you do a video? I gotta check this out. Always a pleasure, Melvin. I can't do bars anymore either. I always feel so out of place. Big Steve, I am definitely out of place in a bar. But if I have a purpose, like when I was playing on Friday nights and Saturday nights, I set up. Before this started, I was outside, played during the mid-sets outside. And then the first few months, it was a nice reminder of why I don't do that anymore. And then there was a few times where I was like, looking like, oh my God, that looks like fun. Like, and I heard myself think that. Like, I didn't say it out loud, I heard myself thinking that way, and I was like, "This is bad." I went to a meeting and talked about it, and I'm like, I gotta have to quit the band. Quit the band, man. But it was on my bucket list. Checked off. What was also on my get a gun. That was on my bucket list. Got a gun. Went through gun safety training through the state police. That was awesome. I still have the gun. Love it. The other one, I was always a motorcycle wannabe. And several years ago, I got a Harley. Well, it started off as a 250. It was a Rebel. And then I got a V-Star. And then I got a White Heart. Nope. Softail Heritage Classic. And now I got a Super Deluxe. Super Deluxe, baby. Hey, Bob. Great to see you as always. Tell him that, Melvin. Tell him. Aquariums, animals, and me. Hi, I'm from New Zealand. Well, welcome. Aquariums, animals, and me. I love that name. What kind of animals do you have besides what's living in your aquariums? That sounds so cool. New Zealand. Love it, love it, love it. Guys, welcome. Aquarium, animals, and me. Butterfly goldfish is what I want too. And I've been calling them fancy goldfish. I call them fancy goldfish too. Only because I keep forgetting the orandas are the ones that don't have the caudal fin, right? Or I don't know which is which. At a place, there's a bar. There's beverages, leaded and unleaded, and there's live music. See, I have to have the people with me. In order to have fun, it has to be surrounded by my safe, sober people. Then I can have fun. Now, when things like at the Clash, I'm having fun. Even though half of my friends are drinking and everything, it doesn't bother me anything like a bar because have a different kind of friendship. We're connected by fish. We see each other a couple times a year, and it's like very different. Worst smells for me was at a Renaissance fair. Woo! Outdoor tavern. People spilling their mead on the sun. What is mead? Is that like a beer? A hops? Mead tastes so good, but smells horrible. Ooh. That sounds gross. That sounds so gross. Paul, did you just come in here? Did I see Paul before? Is this your first time in here tonight? Oh, hello, Paul. I'm gonna cough. Okay, I'm gonna cough. Sorry, guys. I tried to mute and I couldn't find the mute button fast enough. No way, Dan. I'll never believe that. Did I read it? Did I read what Dan? Some people may say I'm a bother. What? Then, not in this group. They won't say that you're a bother. Nope. Nope. You know what's a bother? This spring cleaning, this flushing out the water system and getting a notice right now where there's no time for me to get ready. Like, I'm very upset. I will just have to top everything off. I'll make sure I get the salt water too upstairs. The salt water, the 120. Almost every one of them on that side all needs water changes. This needs a water change, water change, water change. Oh. Top off. I find that very irritating. I don't know why. That's the great thing about Broken Sniffer. Bootsy can't smell stale beer, urine, or puke. How long have you had a Broken Sniffer? Elfish Tanks, hello. I made it in time for the alcohol. That's right. Just in time, man. Just in time. Fermented honey is mead. Wow, honey is amazing. Fermented honey, I don't know, but honey is amazing. I mean, you guys drink honey? What? Honey lager beer is mead made with honey instead of sugar. Oh. Now my mind is going like, oh, I never had that before. That's how sick this chick is. You know, I was abstinent from sugar. I'm still abstinent from sugar, almost going on 28 years. I don't have anything with added sugar. the rest of my food is out of control. But after I gave up sugar, and that's what I call abstinent from sugar, they invented the blue M&M. Now, I know people are going to say there's no difference, but that's because you can eat one. I obsessed for a couple of years over the blue M&M because I never had one, and I never had the Zima beer. It was like clear beer. They invented that after I quit drinking. I'm like, why do I always gotta think I gotta have what I don't have? Like, what? All my life, I have no memory. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. There's so many amazing smells, especially the lilacs. They are my favorite. I think the lilacs is my favorite smell. That always puts me in this kind of mood, like, I have 3 cockatiels and a budgie, or 2 budgies, and 2 budgies and 3 rabbits and 3 aquariums and me. I've always wanted a cockatiel. I have a severe macaw, and I think in her cage next to her, a cockatiel would be a great addition to our flock. Kenny makes fantastic mead. Ah, I've heard that, huh? Where's Kenny been? I haven't seen him. And I don't mean like seen him like on Instagram either. Like what? Craig's catfish. Melly Melly. Melly Melly. Vincent says, really? No smells? Lavender. I just got lavender soap. I got it at the William Penn Museum. It was a lavender soap. I had to get it. Lemongrass. Oh my gosh. Tea olive is my favorite scent. Tea olive. Wow. There's so many amazing. I'm so sorry, Whip, that you don't have that sense. That scent. The sense of scent. Because we got 5 senses, and one of the scents is scent. I'm sorry, I got lost in the sauce. My star, jasmine vine. That is a beautiful smell. And you know what else is beautiful in these parts? Honeysuckle. In the spring. That reminds me of my neighbor who passed away from cancer, Rick. Honeysuckle. Yeah. Craig, Elfish, Boots and Cats, getting caught up with people. Because you're eating, right? Is that right? You're cooking and eating? John did not answer me. So I don't think that was him upstairs. I hope nobody just came in the house. Huh. He didn't answer me, so I think he's at a side job. Oh my gosh, he is at a side job. And what a beautiful day to be on a side job. Like, because you think when you're doing heating and air, you're up on the rooftop, whether it's freezing cold, below freezing, hailing, snowing, 110 degrees. It's just this time of year, which unfortunately rarely ever calls for help because there's no heating or air. People just open their windows. But a few people want that 66 degrees and their air doesn't work for the first time turning it on. And they call him, oh, my air's not working. I love the smell of jasmine. Oh, yeah. Look at all these wonderful smells. Just got done, ate every bite. I bet you did. The kids used to piss me off in a good way when I'd get them home after school, and before we were even in the house, they'd be declaring Mom is baking cookies. And I'd be like, you little... Liquid Zoo only fins. Hello, hello. Oh, that is a good smell. Cookies, baking anywhere. Like when I gave up added sugar, what I said, it was like 28 years ago. There's no more baking. And I do miss that smell. We made it to 80 degrees Fahrenheit here in Ohio. You're in Ohio. I'm in Pennsylvania. I can't help but think the Madagascar movie. Melvin. I don't know the Madagascar movie. Let me check my June bug to see what the high was. Well, right now it's 72. What? And tomorrow's going to get up to 78, which probably will make it to 80. Ooh, that is nice. And then the next day it'll only get up to the 70s on Tuesday, which is perfect. Pulling out weeds. I got to check the garage to make sure I have those big leaf bags. And I'm going to, oh, that's what I was telling. I started, like, man, you guys must get so frustrated. I start telling a story and then I just go off on some. I'm starting with the front pond. Can you hear that? My dogs are going absolutely apeshit. It's got to be John. They know the moment he pulls in and turns off his truck, they are very well aware. So I'm going to do the front pond, get that cleaned off. The other front pond area, I'm going to secure it so I can put the rabbit and the duck and the chickens in there for temporary and make sure it's secured so I can clean out their coop. I got a shovel. Talk about, I wish I didn't have smells for. The duck is disgusting. So this is all winter long. It has not been cleaned out. So I got to pull up my wheelbarrow and get a couple wheelbarrows of duck shit. Duck shit. I can't help but think of the Madagascar movie. I have to look at that up. I'm going over for more tanks soon, not long to go. And it's all done. Oh, nice. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Bob. I avoid sugar when possible. I use agave or stevia instead. Those are what, natural sugars? Even when I was young, preteen, that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago, Whip. I played with black and white cat, and all of a sudden I was covered in sticky gross. My eyes were burning, but I didn't smell anything. Aww. It's 76 now. I think it's 72 here. Dad sure smelled it though when I got home. I bet you got in trouble. Send son to Wales. Okay, Paul. Son going to Wales. And when the sun comes up. I watched the live review yesterday of Joy. A fragrance from the 40s to 70s. Oh, worn by Jackie O. Oh. How interesting is that? There are some scents that puts me in a time warp. Like if I smell, I don't know if anybody knows what Sweet Honesty is. Maybe some of the ladies in the house, my age, might know what Sweet Honesty. It was Avon's introductory for preteens into the perfume world, Sweet Honesty. And that's when the Avon lady, came to the house and brought makeup and stuff for my mom to look at. It contained things that were outlawed in the 70s. Wow. Remember how good your mother's perfume smelled? Yeah. I am borderline hypoglycemic. I need sugar, or I go. Oh, I'm hypothyroid. That has nothing to do with hypoglycemic. But I'm hypo and underactive. Don't play with the black cats and the white stripes, people. I can't believe you didn't smell that. Polo in high school. Wow, that's going back. Polo. What was the one that came in? The bottle was like, it looked like a mailbox. It looked like an outside mailbox. My brother had that on his dresser. It stunk really bad, but he thought it smelled good. Cafeteria smell, elementary school. Yeah, there are some smells. Now, cafeterias have changed drastically over the years, but yeah. I love sugar. Yeah, the sugar substitutes are poisonous. They're just toxic. But for some of us, sugar is like heroin. Just give it to me right in the arm. Right here, baby. Sugar is so bad. I wore Brute in college. I had a boyfriend that wore Brute in college. Brute. I didn't go to college. That was back in the day. You know what else we did in the 70s? Not a good idea. We thumbed everywhere we wanted to go. We just went out on the highway, stuck our thumb out, and hoped somebody would pick us up and take us where we wanted to go. That is insanity. Like, how did I ever make it to be 64 years old? I don't know. My wife sold Avon, and she loves Sweet Honesty. And the original Skin So Soft, we used Skin So Soft to keep the bugs away. So it was a double win because it smelled amazing, made your skin soft, it smelled amazing, and it kept the bugs away. It was like a natural mosquito repellent. And Sweet Honesty, yes, I remember my Avon ladies. Oh, and she used to wear white shoulders. Woo! Why, I almost missed again. Q. Dixon Designs. Dixons is Dixon Design. She is. Blue M&Ms smell different. I bet you they taste different. I bet you. I'll put money on it. But nobody will. Everybody says they taste the same. My mother wore, Jungle Gardenia. I must avoid all carbs. Yes, the carbs that come in vegetable form, I'm okay with. So that's what I have to do is get back on track to eating healthy because that's going to be my next level. Susie Q, speaking about good weather, Mr. Primetime and Joanna, Mrs. Whip, myself, and about 7 other people rode to Milwaukee and took a walk around the Harley-Davidson Museum. I wish I lived in the Chicago area. Wow, that sounds amazing. This is actually her, Mrs. Plumber Stubbs, hacking my chat. Well, hello, Avon lady. Avon's ding dong. Avon calling. Oh, I love that. And I could see the lady come in dressed like a model right out of a magazine, coming in the house with her. It would look like a suitcase, but it would open up the top, and it was just, as soon as she opened it, it was like, oh, so much beauty in that box. Like I can remember, like, and just sitting and drooling, wishing I could try this and try that and do this and do this. Yeah, I hitchhike a lot. Not in these days. No, it was not a very smart thing to do. But that's what we wanted to do, is go places. We didn't have cars, so we thumbed rides. My mom wore Lady Stetson. Nice. I think that's what it's called. I think you're right. There was something called Lady Stetsons. Hi, Juanita. Fish orange, white eyes. Ooh. I got a tuxedo. Mini kitty. She's 2, and her sister is a calico. Same size. And I have break their treats. Their mouths are so tiny. Aww. Oh, little kitties. My kitty's tiny. She's 2 years old and she's still tiny. She's like a little over 4 pounds. Little tiny kitty. Skin So Soft was invented for Vietnamese warfare. Sold it to private company after the war. Wow. Well, let me tell you, it works to keep mosquitoes away. I can't even imagine what it's made of. My mom wore Maha, a Spanish perfume. Found out last year that my wife loves that perfume, and she used to wear it when she was young. That is so cool to find that out. Dixon Designs. I like how you put that next to Dick's Signs. The whole backyard has a fence along the back, and it's covered in night blooming jasmine. Oh, beautifully. Do you know what I started doing, guys? I know we don't have much time left. Excuse me. Because, I'm pouring the resin and stuff, and I was buying these dried flowers while I'm trying my hand at drying and flattening my own flowers. Speaking of smells, some work out great. Some I had to throw right away because I did something wrong. They stank so bad. But I'm having fun, and my granddaughter is now training her eyes to see pretty colors on the ground. And so far, all these beautiful flowers and colors we're getting are all just flowering weeds. We walked the tracks and hitchhiked. Oh, we did walk the tracks all the time. That seemed to be the shortest route in town. I don't think it's any more dangerous to do now. We just will hear about it same day because of the internet. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. No. I think it was fewer and farther between. Maybe not. Maybe because we just only knew what was going on in our little part of the world. Like, that's all we know is what we could see or hear. Or if you're in the tri-state area, you might hear some things that's going on in New York. Pennsylvania, Connecticut, but you're right, maybe. But I really think it's worse. Susie, you are using a vacuum chamber for the resin pours? I am not. That was so expensive. So what I'm doing is after I stir for 5 minutes, it's recommended 3 minutes. I stir for 5 minutes. I let it sit for a half hour. I put my timer on because I'm very impatient. But it starts to warm up, and as it heats up, there's no bubbles. But I already have everything prepared, so it's all heated, no bubbles, looks amazing, like crystal clear. Then I can just start pouring. But if I waited to get things set up, I might run out of my perfect opportunity time to pour that resin. So that's what I'm doing. Do you have a vacuum chamber? That would be so cool. I do watch videos where they have them and they put them in there and they put it on like they put the video fast, you know what I mean. And watching it is amazing. I was like, what? The same as my star jasmine, night blooming jasmine. That sounds amazing. I'm with you on that one too. The world is really much better now. We just know the news. Well, I don't know. I'm torn. Yeah, but it could be. I could have been delusional for a long time. Although I've been awake for quite some time, long enough to know about 20 some years ago to stop watching the news. Stop watching the news and reading the newspaper. I do the crossword puzzle where they tried to sneak in news stuff in the crossword puzzle. But once I realized the news is designed to keep you scared and down, I'm like, they might once a week have a happy story. But no, it was gore, destruction, fear. Bleh. I'm going to see if Bobby has the link up. Oh, that's right, because we got Tennessee Fish Mafia with an amazing guest, guys. You're not going to want to miss this. Hook an air pump up to the pressure cooker. Set it to suck. Wait a minute. That would work? Wait a minute. Are you talking about a vacuum chamber? We have a pressure cooker. I have a mini kiln from when my dad passed, but I never used it. Ooh, you can do ceramics. Yes, exactly. Self-advertising. What? Holly's in the house. Hello, freak. Freak. It is now 8 o'clock. I'm going to get ready to go over to Tennessee Fish Mafia, and I hope you guys all come. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. I was in a horrible mood and ready to trash, negative talk the whole hour about our government, but I didn't. You guys switched me around, and that's what the fish keeping hobby does. It puts me in a better space, and who could ask for anything more than that, right? Mrs. Plumber's Tub. Okay, so now I'm in here for real in my own identity. Hello, Mrs. Plumber's Tub. How are you doing? I'm glad you're here on your own identity, not sneaking in. But you did identify yourself as the Avon lady. What? Some of my favorite times. Not an air pump. Oh, but a vacuum pump. Oh. Don't know if I know how to do that. See? Better world today. It is a better world. It's all because of you guys. You guys and my fish tanks, and I get lost in this little tiny piece of nature that is brought in here, and these amazing fish that have their own communities and lives going on. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that we do this. I will see you guys at the Tennessee Fish Mafia, and don't forget to hang out for my outro because you know it's my daughter and all.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. Na na, hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. So come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.